Evolution? No.
How to change a tire on your car.
All right. And introducing the adults here, going around the room. Ken Wambacher, speech number 3. Give me like waist up.
Okay.
None of you heard all that for the real speech. Ready? All right. Well, I would ask all of you to give me your attention for the next 6 or 7 minutes, but the reality is you probably won't be able to do that very well because the attention span of most people is now less than a goldfish. That's right. Goldfish has an attention span of about 9 seconds, and according to a Microsoft report about last year, they determined that the average human beings have an attention span of about 8 seconds now. And that is, attention span is the amount of time you can concentrate on something before you are distracted. Forbes magazine back in 2008 studied workplace environments and distractions there, and they determined that in a workplace, about 28% of your day, work time, is lost because of distractions. That equates to about $650 billion annually. A lot of money. I have personally seen the attention spans of children diminish over the last 20 years as I've taught children. It's not getting better. In fact, grade school teachers now have these little chants that they'll use to regain children's attention. When I say listen, you say up, listen, up. But it doesn't work. It doesn't fix the problem. Even 5 seconds later, they've lost the attention anyway. So at this point, although I may have already lost some of your attention in the room, if you would give me a few more seconds, I want to go through the 5 main reasons that our attention spans are diminishing more and more. The first reason is just lack of sleep. WebMD, your medical doctors, they'll all tell you that on average an adult needs somewhere between 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Now, even if you get by with 6 hours over a period of time, what happens is you think you've adjusted and you think that's normal, but the reality is you're not able to focus and give attention like you used to with that little bit of sleep. I have younger children at home, and I can tell them when they are needing more sleep. You're a parent, you know this. We think we can hide our ability to concentrate with lack of sleep, but the truth is that we are not able to focus without a proper amount of sleep. It's critical to our ability to pay attention, and it's related to the next reason why we struggle paying attention, and that is lack of exercise. In many ways, this goes hand in hand with lack of sleep. Because if you exercise more, your body gets physically tired and requires more sleep, which then allows you to rejuvenate your body. Without proper exercise, your body just gets lazy and tired overall, and then your ability to concentrate, your mind to focus, diminishes. In fact, you might also include exercise of the body. You might include with that exercise of the mind. And if you just spend some time focusing the mind on exercising it, doing a crossword puzzle or something that takes concentration for a period of time, you'll actually exercise your mind also. Now, as the first two are related, this next 2 reasons are also related. The third reason why we find it more and more difficult to pay attention to in life is just job or life dissatisfaction. Now, in a job, unhappiness is sometimes fairly common. No job is perfect, right? But a British Journal of Psychiatry report a few years ago stated that low job satisfaction is associated with poor mental health and emotional exhaustion. Without satisfaction in our real life, our minds will wander into daydreams looking for a mental break, a way of escape into some sort of happiness. Now, closely related to poor job satisfaction is just general stress. And this could very well be stress caused by a job that's hated. In fact, a 2013 report by the University of Maryland Medical Center stated that job-related stress impairs concentration and causes sleepiness. In some ways, it's not that stress is keeping you from concentrating, it's that when you have stress, that's all you can concentrate on is what is causing the stress. So you may try to focus elsewhere, but whatever the stress is creating, focus your attention back on that. It's quite telling how these factors for low attention span are all interrelated. Now the first 4 are so closely related that the 5th is almost like the proverbial straw that breaks the camel's back. The most recent reason that we're having shorter attention spans is the number of and the amount of time that we spend on screens each day. The 2014 article in Student Science said that the average college student now spends 9 hours a day on their cell phone. 9 hours. That's more than they sleep. And most of that, they're not talking on the phone, they're texting or looking at something on the phone. Many researchers are suggesting that smartphone usage is addictive. Yeah, you think? Of course it is. Perhaps like me, you've been in a restaurant and you've seen a couple sitting across the table from each other, both on their smartphones. I've done this a couple times. I'll actually go up to them sometimes and say, hey, are you two texting each other? I wonder if they are. In fact, even screens now have a harder time trying to hold your attention. Movie producers will tell you that the average screenshot now is 2.5 seconds. So from this shot to this shot, where it actually changes the shot, that's 2.5 seconds. They have to do that now just to keep us interested in what they're showing us. So as you can see, just by the 5 reasons I've given you, that we do have some control over our ability to pay attention. We can all get more sleep and exercise. We have control over our attitude and at work, and there are proven techniques to lower stress. And although screens may be addictive, they all do still have an off button. Understanding and acknowledging these reasons gives us foresight to actually make necessary changes to our lives and improve our ability to concentrate. Otherwise, the world will have to adjust, as movie producers have done, as grade school teachers have done. But we shouldn't have to wait for the world to change, because we're not just a fish in a tank. I mean, after all, if you've listened to me this long, then you have more concentration ability than a goldfish.